Hey guys, welcome back for another video from TDL DIY. So today's video we're going to be looking at removing and replacing the lower control arm on a 2006 Honda Civic. Yes, we're using the quick jacks, which is very handy in this case. So I'm going to go over some tools real quick, show you guys the parts, let you know of some things you should probably anticipate doing before you get started so you don't end up like me and have to run out halfway through the project and get some stuff. That being said, I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff I got in for anticipation of it, some things that I missed, some tips and tricks that I got from other people, and yeah, we're gonna see what's up. Okay. So we got this lower control arm. It's complete with this bushing, the bushing over here, just like that, and also the ball joint. So it's nice when it comes complete. I just had to really replace this, but since it's got like almost 180,000, 190,000 kilometers, I figured it'd be cheaper in the long run just to get the whole assembly. I got this off Rock Auto. I'm not sponsored by them, but just ordering that one piece I think was like 20 bucks, and I got this whole thing for I think 50 bucks. So I can't really go wrong there. If I got this whole assembly from Honda, I think it was $250 per side, and I got $50 per side, so I think we did fairly well there. And the company is Moog, M-O-O-G, and if you're looking for the part number for this, I'll put it on the screen somewhere here or in the description down below. Okay, so after you take off your wheel, this is essentially what it looks like. That being said, I have removed some items, and I will get into that just here shortly. Okay, so basically this is the lower control arm connected there. We have a nut right there, or bolt right there, and then it would be a castle nut and a little clip, and that's your ball joint. All right, so this is your sway bar. Basically, this is what was going on. At the end of it, it had a spot for a 5mm Allen key and I believe a 14mm wrench, which I have over here. So, the new one's a different size, but yeah, you just put your Allen wrench in there, right in there, and you get this guy going. Well, again, the new one's a different size, but that's what I did. That's how you get it. But the problem is, if I can bring up one of these cut-off bolts. Oh, that must have been the good one. It's a call me a little. Oh, here we go. So as you can see, it gets rusted inside, kind of stripped out on me a bit, even though it kind of doesn't really look like it. It's just spinning inside, and you got to hold it while you turn that nut. And that was the problem. So I talked to my neighbor, who's also a mechanic. He gave me some helpful tips. He says most of the time you should have just bought this before you started. It's a sway bar link, or sway bar end link, and you just want to make sure you have that, because he says a lot of time what he does, he doesn't even waste his time anymore trying to get that off. He just cuts it and just replaces it. Now, I did get these locally. You can get them off of Rock Auto for about 20 bucks a piece on the high side, and I think it goes to about 8 bucks a piece. I got them locally for $45, so it was 90 bucks, $95 with tax total for both sides. And if you're just gonna order this stuff, just get it ahead of time, because anticipate that it's probably going to be rusty. Especially, it's going to be rusty for me. I live in Canada, and we get snow, we get rain, we get there's a lot of salt and gravel on the road, stuff like that, so things tend to get rusty. If you're down in California, you probably don't experience that, but maybe some of the northern United States or whatever, you might come into the same issues. So that being said, so you want to make sure you get the sway bar end links. I also got new nuts and bolts, or sorry, bolts. This guy right here, And this guy right here. Oops, sorry. So there's a big one and there's a small one. I know that kind of probably looks about the same size, but this one's bigger, this one's smaller. And if you want the product number, this is with 2006 Honda Civic. I think this is an XL. But again, here are the part numbers for both of them. 19mm for your castle nut, and that's for this guy in here. Right, I know it's hard, I'm sorry it's dark, but hopefully you guys can see right there. That's the castle nut, that's a 19mm. So I ended up taking this guy off too, just because it was easier for me to cut that nice and straight on this side. I already cut the other side. I used the grinder. These are 14mm. Focus, there we go. There's 4 of them. 2 for there and 2 for there. And then you're able to get it out of the way. I think for the amount of time it takes 2 seconds, especially with an impact gun. That's the best way to do it, I guess. Just gets it up out of the way. Now, one other thing you guys are gonna need. Now I've tried different things. Tried the Pickle Fork because we're replacing the ball joint and we don't care if we destroy it. This guy was 11/15, no good. This one is a same thing, kind of the Pickle Fork thing. Again, that one is 15/16, I had to run to the store and grab that. And guess what? No good. I mean, it fits in. It is probably the correct size, but it just wasn't working for me. So we went and got this guy. This guy is the tool, and this is the thing that you're going to need, and I think is probably the easiest and best way to get that off. Again, you're going to need some type of pry bar. It's going to help, and a mallet. That's pretty much it. That's all you're going to need. There we go. Now we're going to get underneath. 17 mil. There we go. And then since we got 17 mil, we're going to keep going. Alright guys, so now we're on the underside of this control arm here, and I'm going to 17 mil here, here, and here, and that's going to disconnect the lower control arm from the ball joint. So there's 3 bolts right there. I'm going to zing them off here real quick, and I'll show you guys after. If I can hold it and shoot it at the same time, let's try it out. Okay, all those 3, there's 1 bolt, 2 nuts, they're all out. Now we should be able to get this guy off and use our ball joint separator. This is what I'm going to separate from the lower control arm. This is our ball joint, and that was 1 bolt, nut, and a nut on that side right there. We're going to separate this. I'm going to try and do it with my camera, 1 hand with 1 arm, but I might have to put you guys down. Well, I guess we got it. All right. So we got it separated, as you can see right there. I'm gonna have to put you guys down because I'm gonna need 2 hands for this, but essentially we're going to get that control arm out. There we go. Control arms out, minus the ball joint. Alright guys, that's the ball joint separator. Now, you can use an impact, but they don't recommend it. My battery's about to die, so I'm going to try and do this quick. It's 21 mil, and we're just going to start tightening. That's it. You guys heard it, big loud pop, and that's where it was before. Now where to go? That's the real question. Right over here. So yeah, you gotta be careful. It went from there to over here. It's quite a ways, but it pops like a gunfire. Eh? This might scare you, but that's it. That's all, guys. It took a couple minutes to just push it out, but really not that long, and we're more or less ready to start installing a new one. Now, what a lot of guys recommend is clean up this area, put a little bit of oil or grease or something just to kind of lube it up so when you're pushing the new one in. Same for right over here. Clean this surface up, get it on this side, get it on the other side, just so that you can you're able to push the new control arm in. Now I'm going to do this control arm in one piece, not two separate pieces. Hopefully, I did the other side in one piece. We're pretty much there. We just got to line up the bolts. So if we're having issues, I will take it off in two pieces. But so far, one piece seems pretty good. Alright guys, so to keep this video going, we flipped over to the other side because the control arm's in. I'll show you that in a second. And we're just about ready to put our bolts in. There you go. You can see control arm is in. So what I did is I took the old, these are the new bolts obviously, but I took the old ones to help align where it needs to go up inside. Took them out, and now we're ready to put these guys in. Where are you? Right there. All right. Okay, so that guy's temporarily in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it a couple turns with the ratchet, make sure it catches. Basically, we're doing it by hand, essentially, before we hit the impact, because we don't want to cross thread it or anything. All right, second one. Went in smooth like butter. This one I can turn a couple turns by hand. And that one's good to go, ready to go. So here's 17 over here. Okay, it's in. Should be good for now. Go. We'll make sure we get that all torqued down properly, but we just want to make sure that was on. Last and final piece is our castle nut, which is somewhere around here, brand new. Yeah, this guy right here. So we're going to stick that on, and we'll show you guys. Alright, right there, the shiny piece. Right there is our castle nut. So that's good to go. And don't forget to put your pin in and torque it down. Well, torque it down properly, put your pin in. I will leave the torques on the screen, probably as you see right now, or and all. Alright guys, so I just stopped for supper there for a bit, but we got the sway bar link, or the sway bar all put in. It's that guy right there, and it goes all the way to the other side. It's way easier, I think it's way easier, and I would recommend. Alright, so that's it here. This guy here, and it goes over there. I think it's way easier. It's only 4 bolts. Just take this guy off. And right there, 2 more bolts. So 4 bolts total. And then you get your sway bar end links in. Yeah, just right over there. Pop those in. It goes in real easy, guys. So I'd recommend just take this guy off. I know other people don't do it, but for the sake of trying to hassle to try to get that arm in, lower control arm, I think it's just worth taking it off, and then you can put it in after, and it was really easy. I was surprised how easy it was doing it that way, and I bet you I would have fought a lot more with that up there and in the way, because just look, as you can see, it's sitting there right there, like it's in the middle of that control arm, and you'd just be fighting it. So I would just take it off. I think it's way better that way. Anyways, I'm gonna pop out and we're gonna start tightening things in. All right, in this case, I have my 4mm because it's new. It's a new linkage, so it's different, and a 16mm. If you went to Honda, I'm sure it'd be the same as we took off. I think it was a 14 and a 5. I got the castle nut on and the clip. You can see me wiggling it with my finger. So I got that tightened and it's good to go. So that's pretty much it, guys. Like, oh yeah, I gotta torque the other ones down. So yeah, almost done. Anyways, 51 foot-pounds as for the castle nut. And for the linkage, it's 25 foot-pounds. And then for the big one, it's 61 and 47 for the smaller one that goes in sideways. So hopefully you guys can see that. We'll definitely torque it down now and I'll give you the numbers again. All right, here we go, 61 foot-pounds. There we go. Alright guys, so we got this one going on. 47. And there we go. And one more click. And there we go. Okay guys, the sway bar end link. 25 foot-pounds. Okay, we're good. All right, guys. So that's it. That's how you do the control arm with all the bushings already pre-assembled and installed. So we torqued our big bolt that goes straight up. I think it's 61. The one that goes like this, a little bit harder to reach, 47 foot-pounds of torque. 25 for the Allen wrench, and well, the new one's different, but the 5mm Allen wrench and the 14 wrench, just a closed socket wrench. That's it. Those are your torques. She's all good to go. She just needs the wheel on. just needs a wheel on. We're just going to button that up and should be good to go. Hey guys, so if this is the kind of stuff you like to see, I do it once in a while whenever there's maintenance and stuff. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget, never stop learning. Stay dirty.